everybody, it's your crafty camp counselor Lindsay. Welcome to our last craft of Ocean Week. Today I'm feeling a little crabby, so we're going to make some handprint crabs. So you'll probably need some help from your parents to paint your hands. That way we don't paint ourselves. Okay, so you will need paint. Make sure it's washable. So if it does end up on your clothes, although I recommend having a towel so it doesn't, it does come out. So a paintbrush, some crayons to decorate the back. I did googly eyes, so if you do that, have a glue stick handy. If not, you can let the handprints dry and then draw on some eyes. Okay, so for this craft, we are going to start with our sand/ocean. That way we have a frame of mind where we want to put our handprints. So what I'm going to do is my sand, I'm going to do a couple of different shades of brown, and I'm going to do some dots that look like sand dots, right? Because there's little speckles in the sand. And we'll do another one, different colors. Okay, and then I might go over it with another brown to kind of fill in some of the spots. And you can add more if you want to. Next, I'm going to just do what seems kind of like waves in the ocean, and I'm just going to go back and forth, back and forth. So it's just barely there. And I have a second shade of blue. That way there's a little bit of definition, and we're just going to do back and forth again, right? Because the ocean has a lot of different colors in it. So, blues, browns. Now we have a general idea of where we want to put our hand. Okay, so this is the tricky part and why I say you need a parent. And I'm going to do it by myself, which will be interesting. Okay, so I'm going to fill our hand with paint, and it will tickle a little bit, and it might be a little bit cold, but you got to make sure you get enough paint on your hand, because it takes a lot of paint to transfer your whole handprint onto the paper. Okay, so I'm just going to do another coat because it starts drying pretty quick. Okay, and it's okay, we can always go back over it. Okay, so I'm going to turn my paper this way, and then I'm going to put my thumb as far up as I can go. And so it's his little claws. So I'm going to have, you can either press it down or have your parents press it down to hold, to try to get all the paint off, and kind of wiggle fingers. Now there are more than 4,500 species of crabs, so obviously you can make it any color you want. It doesn't have to be red. The smallest crab is a pea crab. See how it comes off like that? We can fill it in a little bit by adding some more paint and kind of brushing it along like this. Yeah. The biggest known crab is the Japanese spider crab. They can measure 12 feet across between their claws. That's crazy, right? So big. Okay, so that's going to be my one side. Now, I'm going to do the other side. Now, the reason we're doing it this way is because crabs walk and swim sideways. So they got to kind of look like they're sideways, right? So we turn our paper sideways. Okay, we need lots of paint. But again, if it dries, it's okay because we can just add in some extra paint. But I'm going to try and get it as covered as I can, just because it looks a little better. Okay, So again, we're gonna turn our paper and we're gonna put our eyes, our thumb as up as possible. And we're gonna put our hand, smush, 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 smush. One, two, three. So crabs are omnivores, much like humans, where they eat plants and animals. And they can lay between 1,000 and 2,000 eggs. That's a lot of baby crabs. Okay, so we're gonna fill in, just kind of feather it. And there's our crab. Okay, messy hands. At this point, I would go wash your hands. But just since I'm showing you what's going on, I'm gonna leave them like this. Okay, so at this point, I would kind of draw in my little creatures that I want in the back. So we could put a jellyfish, which is just a circle and some squiggly lines, much like our jellyfish that we made earlier in the week, right? Color him in a little bit. And jellyfish can be different colors. So if I did purple and pink, and maybe give him a couple of pink tentacles hanging down. So we have a jellyfish, and we could make some regular fish. Circle and color him in. Give him. We have a fish and maybe a turtle. So we'll do a big circle and then a head and his feet. And then we'll take a brown and we'll make the pattern on his back. It's like an argyle pattern. And we'll color it in. And then we have some green and brown for his head and feet. Okay, and then we add his eyes. One, two. And there is our handprint crab. I hope you guys had a great ocean week. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.